The Lord's Prayer. Guys, you think I always was going to show up to practice and not give y'all some of that, you think I wasn't going to do that for y'all? Look, guys, I'm trying to tell you guys the best thing about this, right? I know a lot of you guys, the people that look at, you're trying to say, hey, coach, after so much game, I got this game because of God. I got this game because of God. And the reason why I really want to tell you guys about this is because I know a lot of people don't know how to pray. Right? A lot of people feel like, hey, this is I don't know what to say. Should I be asking for things? Should I be saying thank you for these things? Should I be grateful? I don't know what to do, coach. Well, in the Bible, it tells you to pray one prayer. We often find ourselves confused, but this is the prayer that beats all the prayers. The one prayer that I usually say every single day when I wake up. So I'm going to go over the Lord's Prayer. All right? Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil ones. Guys, it's one of the best verses that you can search up, the Lord's Prayer. And the reason why I really want you guys to notice, and from my perspective on how this verse has literally changed my life before I start breaking down everything, right? Some of the things that we do in life, they're scary. I don't even like using the word scared, right? But some of the things that we go into, we have no clue what we're going into. We don't know how we're going to figure ourselves out of this bad situation. You may be in debt. You may have student loans. You may not have a job. You may have just lost your car. You may just got broken up with and you don't know what to do. And some of the things that I've learned from my journey and just walking, right? Walking, taking it every day as I wake up. I'm saying, hey, God, it's another day. It's another day. But this is the prayer I go to because this has honestly been the prayer that has helped me the most. I remember there were certain situations. I got into this situation with somebody and I can easily just burst and go like, right? But I learned, I was like, you know what? In this moment, I said, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. I started repeating it. I started whispering it. And what comes from it is that you gain this courage that you never had. You gain wisdom that you probably never had, you would have never had in that moment. It's because you now taken yourself out of the situation and now put God into the situation. Come on, I need y'all to hear me. This is why me personally, right? They always tell you, hey, go repeat a verse, a day. Repeat a specific verse that calls to you, to your problems. Repeat them over and over and over. And I felt like, hey, in certain situations, when I started a new business, and I had to figure out, like, man, how am I going to talk to these clients? How am I going to be able to mentor and coach all these other different guys? And how am I going to put myself in these different positions? I was like, I actively was saying, our Father, Lord, I was saying because it gave me the strength to understand that I had to know that this is bigger than me, right? Me coming to coach you guys is bigger than me. Right? I have to come up and have to show up every single day because I know it's bigger than me, right? And this is what I love about being able to see all these guys learn from their past mistakes, grow, and understand where they're going, is because that's God, right? When you allow him to be the base, the foundation on where you want to be at and what you want to do in your life, you literally changed your entire trajectory. See, why do you think all these guys that pop off and they have these crazy cars and they're young and they're living these lavish life and they say, hey, I couldn't have nothing others. I couldn't have nothing if it wasn't for my God, right? And that's the beauty about the Lord's Prayer, man. The Lord's Prayer helps a lot with, when you're struggling as a guy. You have all these different things. There's all these warfare going on. But the thing is, this prayer is like a covering where none of that can hit you. Everything happens for a reason, guys. Everything God uses to make sure that you are good. And this is the important thing that I really want you guys to understand is that, hey, when you guys look at me and you're like, hey, coach, how do you have this much wisdom? How do you know X, Y, Z? Yeah, I played on that side. I understand the game. I understand it, right? But for the foundation of what I think of saying, hey, a lot of guys may be confused on how to play the dating game. I'm like, a lot of guys are, right? You want a girlfriend, you want to be in some way, you want to talk to somebody. I'm here to help. I'm just giving you a little bit more insight on how to play that game, right? There's things that you want to be successful in, right? You want to start a business, you want to get money. I'm helping you with that, right? And this is the beauty about understanding, what God can do is because if I would have never picked up a camera and started speaking on, I could have never helped as many guys that I'm helping right now. So this is why I say, hey, look at the Lord's Prayer, right? So let's break it down. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Hey, I'm praising his name, right? I'm saying, hey God, your name is above everything. And that's so impactful. They're saying, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Hey, let your will be done, not my will. Let your will be done. Because you are everything. You have heaven and you have earth. Let your will be done. And that's the beauty about this is because it's like we're waking up and we're saying these things. And you say, hey God, you take the staff. You take my beginning. You take the fact that I woke up today. You let your presence be known on today's ground and I'm walking on. You're saying that. You're letting him know that, right? Give us today our daily bread. Supply us. Supply us with our needs. Supply us with what I need to grow. Supply me with the sustenance that I need to get past a problem, to get fed. All these things, we're saying this in the prayer and saying, hey God, you take it. Give us what we need. Give us our daily bread. and then you go, forgive us our debts. One of the most important things about, we're saying, hey, God, I've sinned. I'm not a good person. I have sinned. I know that. But today I'm taking my cross and I'm saying, hey, God, here you go. You know, like, forgive us for our debts. I've done wrong. And we're saying that in a prayer and we're letting him know, hey, here you go, God. And we're also saying, as we also have forgiven our debtors. One of the biggest things with today's society is we often find ourselves going through troubles, right? I tell you guys a lot of times, like, I give you guys a game on how to play the dating game, the world game, right? And there's a lot of guys that have been through heartbreaks and a lot of things that somebody has probably lied to us, threw us off like trash and felt and made us feel like we were weak. Those moments are beautiful moments for us to be able to say, hey, we're going to forgive you because you do not know what you're doing. You know my girls that say, man, I forgive you. You made me into a better person, right? But I didn't allow my anger to control me. I didn't say, hey, God, you know, like, just imagine, I'm telling God, hey, forgive me. And then the person that did me wrong, I'm not going to forgive them. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? So this is what I'm saying. There's a lot of different ways of looking at it when it comes down to how people have done you wrong, right? But I'm saying, at the process of this, also, as we forgive our debtors, right? As we forgive, I messed that up, guys. Forgive me. But that's what I'm saying, right? We have to forgive the people that have sinned against us. And if we don't, why are we asking our God to forgive us? And that's the mercy, that's the grace that he's given to us. And that's the free will that we have to say, hey, somebody has done us wrong. I'm going to forgive that person. I'm going to love you the way he loves me. And that's the cheat code to all of this, guys. Guys, when I talk about heartbreak and when I talk about relationships and success and becoming a better version of yourself, it all stems from love. And when you know that, you become something different. You become a better individual because it's all based off of love, guys. Next. And lead us not into temptation. I talked about this so many times with you guys, man. Temptation is one of those things, right? We have lust. We have anger. We're mad. We're sad. We have all these different temptations that come. The biggest thing with a lot of guys today, right? Lust. The spirit of feeling like I have to enact on my sexual desires. The spirit of those different things that come into our lives. And we're like, hey, we gotta do this. We gotta want this. We gotta want this. And the thing is, when we tell God, hey, lead us not into temptation, we're telling him, like, you got it. Don't lead me into that temptation. You be my shield. And I'm saying, hey, God, let your will be done right now. Because we're going to face these battles, right? We can't hold them. I showed you guys, and I told you about how I defeated lust and when I surrendered. It's just the fact that it wasn't me doing it no more. It was him. And that's how you have to give it when you run this prayer. It's like you're giving it to him. And lastly, deliver us from the evil ones. You know, deliver us from evil. See, there's a lot of bad that's going on. There's a lot of things that we don't see in our day-to-day lives. We just going about our days. But one of the most important things that we have to know is that it's him. He's working in us. You know, he's going to deliver us from evil, right? Because those things are always lurking. But it's God's will, that's protection, that covering, that shield, that fortress that he has around us. He's always going to be good. We're always going to be good. So one of the most important thing that I really want you guys to understand is that when you guys are saying the Lord's Prayer, you don't have to go out and say, hey, I'm asking you for this. Can you give me this? It's like, this is the perfect prayer that he tells us how to pray. It tells us how to be better. It says, hey, the things that I want, you give me what I need for today. And that's why I really want you guys to understand from taking this and understanding, hey, say it in the morning, right? And say it at night before you go to sleep. Two things. These are two things that will literally help you see a significant change within a month. So that thing where you felt like you were going through a heartbreak, that thing where you lost your job, that thing where something happened to your car, or I don't have payment, I don't have money. When you say these things as the interceding prayer, I promise you every single time God's going to step in and be like, this is my son. You think, this is my son. That's what he's saying. That's what you're saying every time you give it to him. Every time you say the Lord's Prayer, he's saying, this is my son. Devil, step back. Get back. So the more you know, the more you're blessed. Believe it or not, class is closed. Okay. Guys. I need you guys to tap it. Tap it for me. Guys, if you haven't popped into the Discord, go to the Discord. The link is in the bio. Just click it. The Book of Yay. Join the Discord, guys. Also, go to YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Turn me up. But I want to get to the one point that everybody's been asking me. Coach this, coach that. Coach, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm doing a 6-month coaching program. Guys, it's a one-on-one. It's only a couple spots. Look, for the guys that are serious, go join the Discord. The link is in my bio. DM me one-on-one. And then we can go from there. But guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only taking people that's trying to get off the bench and trying to play the game and try to win. I'm not taking people that don't want to win. You guys ever been to a program and you look over here and you're like, oh snap, the program's good. Yeah, we're doing that, guys. So the guys that want to get their fitness right. For the guys that want to get their goals right. For the guys that want to demolish the dating game and go and understand how to go past a heartbreak, I'm that guy. For the guys that really want to tap in on their faith, I'm that guy. So I'm only going to take a couple guys that are really serious, guys. We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna see how you're at. But I'm only taking serious people. If you are the type of person that's saying, hey, I'm done with the fact that I'm losing at life and I want to win, the people that are locked in with the Book of Yay, we gonna win. You gonna look at your teammates and you gonna say, I'm a winner. At the end of the day, if you come on this side, we gonna work. It's no BS. It's everything. It's daily. So guys, tap in. The Book of Yay. Go to YouTube, subscribe, lock in. But believe it or not,